I got a question for you. Would you rather be attacked by a sober, trained fighter or an untrained, drug-crazed maniac? For me, personally, I would choose the trained fighter every day of the week. Because I know if I hit him in the head with this torch, or I hit him in the face with this pen, just once, it's probably going to cause enough pain and enough shock for him to think, do you know what, I've had enough, and back away. Whereas with the drug-crazed maniac, that's not going to be enough, and they're going to keep coming and coming for me. So how can we defend ourselves against someone that doesn't feel any pain? That's exactly what we're going to look at in this video. Now, a disclaimer, what we're going to be discussing and demonstrating in this video is more brutal than what we would normally be discussing, and that's for a good reason. People who are drug crazed have a abnormally high pain tolerance and almost superhuman levels of strength. That, combined with highly aggressive and violent behavior, is not a very good situation for us to be in at all, and that's going to require a very violent but also a very clever response from us. So firstly, what can't we do? Well, you can forget de-escalation altogether, right? We're not going to be able to reason with a drug-crazed lunatic. We're just going to be wasting our precious time. We can also forget about pain compliance as well, so trying to stop the attack by causing pain to the attacker. That's not going to work on someone that doesn't feel any pain.
Okay, amigos, sorry about the mask, but we are at the end of the year, winter, North Europe, and I have a flu. I don't want to pass the flu to my lovely YouTube partner. So have you seen the film 28 Days After, or Walking Dead, or any film about with zombies? That's the scenario we are talking about. Okay, it's a brutal scenario when someone highly on drugs or on alcohol is completely crazy. So he's not himself, he's a beast, and he's using a human strength that you don't know we have it inside of us. So as Ryan said, to me, the ultimate terrible situation.
So we've got three principles here that are quite violent, but also are very clever, and they differ somewhat from the traditional eyes, throat, groin that you see in conventional self-defense, because pain compliance isn't going to be a thing here like we've discussed. So the first one is shake the brain. So we know that shaking the brain will incapacitate the attacker, will cause unconsciousness, right? It's shaking the brain that causes knockouts. So we need to think, how can we forcibly jolt the head in order to make the brain shake against the skull to incapacitate the attacker and stop the attack? And the best way to do that is through force-based striking. Okay, so either punches, palm strikes, elbows, headbutts, repeatedly, right, forcing the brain to shake and to jolt until they're incapacitated. Now, if you can help get yourself some leverage in order to give you some control and make it a bit easier for you, the best way to do that is to trap the attacker's right arm, because most people are right-handed. So if you can get control of the right arm, I'd strongly suggest doing that. It's going to make it a little bit easier for you, and then beginning to shake the brain, okay, with strikes, headbutts, elbows, whatever we can, okay? Shaking the brain is one of the only ways that we're going to stop a drug-crazed lunatic.
So when knocking the person out and wrestling with that person is out of the equation, okay? So when you are not strong enough, you're not a good wrestler, you are not very big, and knocking him out is not gonna happen. So then we need to look for other more nuclear ballistic options. In this case, we are gonna talk about impaired vision, okay? So enemy cannot see, enemy cannot fight, or enemy cannot chase you, okay? Because what I want to do is to escape. Okay, so I'm going to try to impair his vision temporarily. I don't want to blind him forever, like changing injuries, disclaimer, I don't want to hurt him. No, maybe to have some stitches, yes, but nothing terribly life-changing. But yeah, I'm going to try to blind him. How to do that with my bare hands is very difficult, because he's probably moving his head in a ballistic way, so it's going to be very difficult for me to grab his eyes. So in my case, guys, I always have EDC tools, everyday carry tools. Could be a torch, a sturdy, edgy torch. With that torch I can scratch his eyebrows. So with whatever tool I have in my pocket, I'm gonna scratch his eyebrows. Hopefully the blood and the eyebrows is hanging like the boxers is gonna blind them enough for me to run away. So could be with my tactical torch, could be with my sturdy pen, could be a tactical pen or just a sturdy pen. This is like a knife. Again, I'm gonna try not to destroy his eyes. No, I just want him to, like a kid, like a baby, putting his hands in his eyes, bleeding, and then I'm running away 20 meters away, okay? Even with your phone, if you have a hard case, you can really damage that area of the body, okay? Or in my case, I mean, I'm Spanish, and in the UK, we can legally carry a 3-inch blade, non-lockable knife, so I always carry something like that. It doesn't have even a spear point. With this knife, I can cut him in there, I can cut him in there, I can cut him in there, okay? So even if I stab him, even if I cut him, even if I chop his groin, his neck is not gonna work like in the films. He's gonna die in 5 minutes, but he's gonna keep on battering me. So again, temporary impaired vision and then running away. What happens if you have nothing? Okay, look something. Maybe here I have a branch. With a branch of a tree, I can catch damage. Maybe a glass. Maybe you have a glass. Okay, look for something. Okay, guys, and that's it. When he's not watching you, looking at you, run away. Last option for today in here, attacking the legs. In my case, the problem is I nearly, when I try to do a sweep or sweeping, I never manage, or even a judo takedown, I never manage because I don't have the skills, or my legs are not strong enough. Even this tackling, I always lose out. So in my case, again, a ballistic option. Okay, I'm gonna try to really break his knee, or luxation his knee. Okay, there are different options. The low kicks are amazing. The kickboxing low kicks, the problem is if he has a super strong legs and you are not, that could be a problem as well, but that's more rare. Probably he's gonna have normal legs. So then low kicks to the knee, bam, inside or outside, bam, to the knee. Okay, could be front kicks, could be side kicks, stomping kicks. Okay, these kicks are great, but maybe he can move back the feet. Okay, so in this case I'd rather there, clack. Okay, with the kicks, guys, I know what you're gonna say, hands up always. So because again, he's like a zombie, so I need to be here, I need to be here, clack. Okay, and again, guys, if we need to go ballistic, it's a matter of life and death. Again, I don't want life-changing injuries to this guy, but he's trying to kill me. Tactical torch, tactical pen, the phone. There, smash, like in the Filipino martial arts in Suntukan, Panantukan, they punch there, pam, covering there, clack, 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 trying to break. So these tendons in here, without these tendons you cannot walk. So try to damage them. Okay, again, he's not feeling the pain, but he cannot walk, and then I'm running away and he will be recovering in 2 months.
So yeah, we're very well aware that the attacker isn't going to be able to physically feel the pain of any of that, but the point is to forcibly remove their ability to stand, right? Take out the leg. If they can't stand, they can't attack you. Even doing some of that to just drop them or buckle them temporarily is going to buy you some time to escape. Horrible situation to be in. What would you do? You know, this is just us showing what we would do, but please let us know in the comments, what would you do if you would do anything differently? YouTube's about to recommend the next video that it thinks that you specifically would really enjoy. So if you're interested, please make sure you check that out. Okay, thanks everyone.